Hey everybody, we've got a few updates and you are the online only group. So this means I'm talking to you, Matt, Lena, and Ivan. So a little update on our module 8. So it takes us through this week. Wasn't a ton of extra stuff. We did a lot of class discussion, went through some notes. This is something I want you to check out ahead of time, and you'll get what ahead of time is. I'm going to have you do a phone call assignment. I'll explain in a second, but we've got some help notes up here. The guidelines for your pet peeves and fitness essay, the draft, they are up there. Please read those. They are specific. It talks also about length. This is meant to be a very short writing assignment. It is 500 to 700 words, so make sure you follow that. I put a schedule up here. Everybody can see this, including you all, so just know this pet peeve schedule, it says regular, that's not you. So don't pay attention to that. But you can only see this. This is an assignment, and just you three, it is due on Sunday. And so if you click on it, it will open up, and open this window just a little bit bigger. Looks a little different on your end, but basically I have your own version of a schedule, and so you can link to it right here. This is what it looks like. So just you three, this is what we did on Monday. For today, there's optional online writing or optional in-person writing lab. So a few things for you. This is your update video. You've got your pet peeves draft is due Sunday. For you, your assignment that you have to do is set up a phone call with me, or if you are here like on campus tomorrow in these times in the afternoon where I have office hours, we can meet in person. Lena, I know you're Plymouth Canton area. I'm actually going to be in Plymouth, like downtown Plymouth area, Friday afternoon. And so if you want to meet in person, we can definitely do that. Otherwise, I did put some afternoon hours that I'll just be doing some work up there. Matt, you know where to find me, so we'll probably just do an in-person meeting. But essentially what I want to do is just do a check-in to see how this unit is going. So I put all these dates, times, so pretty much it's Ivan and Lena. Find something that works for you. I put my phone number here, and I put, or you can send me a remind text on what time you'd like. And if none of these work and you want like something later or early in the morning, I can do it a lot of other times. These are just the times I know will be dedicated, set aside doing some work. And I don't have classes or meetings on those days. Saturday can be an option, and Sunday too, obviously. Expect to spend about 20 minutes chatting. Basically, we're going to talk about the current pet peeves units. So with that conversation, be ready with questions about the structure of the paper. I'm going to go through your theme revealers with you in person or on the phone then, I should say. And just make sure you're good to go for that first draft that we have, and then pretty much the rest of the things that are in this particular unit. So that's essentially your assignment instead of coming to class, which everybody else did, which was a required day. So that's how you get your 5 points. On the 4th, it's an online day for everybody all next week. So papers are due on Sunday. And so after those papers come in, which is, it's important you submit yours in time, you'll be assigned a peer reviewer, so someone from this group. And you're going to do the peer review assignment, which is basically it's a Word document that you're going to download, you're going to complete as you read their draft. It's going to be due at noon on the 6th, so on Wednesday. And then Wednesday, we've also got online day here. You're going to be going through the revision plan online lecture. So everybody's going to be getting that. It'll be posted. It's what you do after you take your feedback from your peer and after you kind of decide what you want to tweak with it. And you're going to be updating something called a revision plan template, essentially your action plan for what you're going to change between the rough draft and the final draft. And I found this to be a helpful tool just to help guide people's process. Many people struggle with what do I even change from the rough draft into that final draft. So it helps provide a checklist to do that. And then with your citations for this paper, so far, all you had to do was just include them as source 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. I'm going to go through how do we actually cite some non-traditional stuff like social media, Twitter, Instagram, blogs, that kind of stuff. There's some a really good reference document website really that I use for those, and so I'll go through that on the online lecture, and then how to set up your reference page, which will be included in your final draft. And so then the final draft is due Sunday, this is wrong, should be the 11th. There you go. Not the 10th, so due Sunday the 11th. Those will get submitted. Then everybody is online. On the 12th, you are going to do a pet peeves peer response. There's an online lecture, and it'll basically explain how to do this assignment. So you're again going to get another peers version of their paper. And because pet peeves often it's our own point of view, it's our own platform, it's our own perspective. We may have our own biases and opinions. It's going to give the peer who's looking and reading at your paper, they're not reviewing it in terms of what we did earlier. It's more looking at the content, looking at your point of view to see, is there a counterpoint? Is there another perspective that you didn't address, or because of your limited point of view as someone, voicing a pet peeve, what else did you consider as we maybe elaborate on these pet peeves into later on? We'll be doing our full-blown issue paper, which will be much longer. So there's going to be a peer response. There'll be a template you'll fill out for that. On Wednesday, the 14th, Valentine's Day, your peers are going to be in class. It's a required in-person day, but for you online, instead of in-class discussion that your peers are going to do, you're going to have a discussion board related to what you read, some of the counterpoints that you were able to come up with. You're going to have to watch the lecture that I'll do in class that day, and basic introduction to how do we read and respond and essentially interpret research as a practitioner, with really the ultimate intention of having that research impact our methods of training or of coaching and how we share information with our clients and our athletes. And so there's going to be a reading and responding to research assignment. I don't love doing stuff over break, but it made sense with our timeline. It's going to be due after break, Sunday the 25th, and then we are off completely midwinter break, 2/19 through 23. So essentially, that's what we've got coming up. That's your little update. Big thing to do for right now is check out everything in Module 8, get going on that draft. Let me know when you want to do your required phone call for this week. That is it.